What's up, One Piece? All my Nakama, all my friends, all my family. What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Road Talk. Here at Road Talk today, we will be talking about chapter 1049 of One Piece. And guys, this is some of the things that we wanted to be happen and that has happened here at the channel. And I'm happy for the chapter that we have today, because this chapter gave me a lot of things that I wanted personally, and I'm pretty sure you guys wanted this stuff too. It may be not as enough as we really wanted, but it was something, and I'm grab holding that, and I'm gonna be happy for that. But guys, welcome to the show. If this is your first time here at Road Talk, we talk about many things. We talk about One Piece, anime, and we also do dabble in between Twitch whenever we get some chances to. But if you like the guys' content, make sure you please subscribe right down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you always will be updated and in sync with us. All the Nakamas is here, so be here. And without further ado, guys, let's go! If we go back and read 795 of One Piece, titled called Suicide, we know exactly who Kaido is all about and what he really is. Is a man that claimed that he was searching for a place to die. To speak more on this man, he tasted defeat as a pirate on 7 occasions and has been caught by the Navy or enemy ships no less than 18 times. He has been tortured time and time again and lived as a prisoner. And finally, he attempted suicide, that very rare act of suicide, by jumping off Sky Island. And Sky Island is a island that's 30,000 feet in the air. To repeat, this man who challenged the Navy and 4 emperors and was caught 18 times and endured over 1,000 tortures. He was sentenced to death 40 times. When he was hanged, the rope snapped. When he was put under the guillotine, the blade cracked. When skewered, the spear broke. Ultimately, he sank 9 different prison vessels, meaning none of them were able to kill him. That include himself as well. His hobby is suicide, and his name is Kaido.
Stay thirsty, my friend.
King of the Beasts. People say in a one-on-one fight, always bet on Kaido. Land, sea, air, out of every living thing in the world, the pirate is said to be the strongest creature in the world. Coming back to the present, in chapter 1049, we have actually more contents of what and why those words were said about Kaido. One, of him always being captured in prison. 9 of those times he was captured and put in prison is just because he was hungry. He got captured on purpose by the Navy to have him get captured, and then he was going to take all their food, and then he escaped, which is still a great feat. Just imagine anybody escaping from the Navy after they got him chained up and captured. And more things with him getting chained up and captured, one of those times was actually because this island that he was, I guess, a civilian in, it looks like, and it was actually an alcohol island, so it kind of makes it more sense of why Kaido likes to drink alcohol so much. But at the same time, it could be a little stretch as well. But that same island that he was a citizen of, they wanted to go to the Reverie, and the only way that island know anything was to have wars, so they will be able to survive and be able to have some money to pay to the Celestial Dragons, so they will be able to go to reveries. And they had to give away Kaido one time. And just imagine this, Kaido is probably worth more than all that money that they're traded for, because Kaido is he's his own emperor. If they would have kept Kaido on the island, they would have had to pay a thing for the rest of their lives. But since they did have to do that, that was just a bad, that was just bad. Kaido is worth all that, so that's that's what I was thinking when I read that chapter. This flashback continued. We did see when Kaido was in all types of ages. We saw him when he was 10 years old being an ultimate soldier, just being on the same level as Lin was when she was a kid, just an ultimate monster at an early age. And Kaido was still just as strong as Lin at that time. And also we get to see as when Kaido got older, we saw him start to form a bond with the Rocks pirates as well. When he was like around probably 56 years old, he met Whitebeard for the first time too. So, and that was pretty cool to see Whitebeard back into the fold with the Rock pirates. He was like, "Hey, you little snot, you want to be a pirate? Rocks wanted to meet you. What do you say?" And then that's when finally, I guess he jumped upon the boat with the Rocks, the pirates. And during this whole flashback, we do get to see a little bit more of a background about Kaido. Kaido, all he knew from day one is to fight and have wars, and those wars will bring him his freedom that he so solely wants and really earns for trying to get that freedom. And also, you also get to see that Kaido really doesn't like nobles, or he doesn't like people with that's privilege at an early time. He believed that you should be able to fight for your privilege and be able to grow from that, and you should be able to challenge people on those exact same levels. So if you are a bottom person and if you want to try to fight a noble person, you should be okay and cool with that. That's what Kaido was fighting for, and that was his way of getting freedom, which always goes back into why he asks Luffy in the chapter, "What are you fighting for in this war? What is your ultimate goal?" And previously, and early in the chapter, he was like, "You will never change this world, Luffy." He was telling them that. But then you see that he is starting to change his mind as the story goes on, as they're fighting, and more of the flashbacks continue to happen. And also, I have to mention that old lady, I cannot pronounce her name, so I won't. The same one that kind of manipulated Orochi to know that he was the Shogun of Wano. She has played a pivotal part in this whole entire thing. If you're thinking about it really deeply, she made Orochi into what Orochi is, and then she made Kaido an emperor, wait at this island for a long period of time, saying you can have everything that you want, and you like, this is the survival of the fittest, the only strong one survive, and she reached to Kaido. So that's two important characters. And I really do not like this lady, just because one thing also is that she has the power to change her face to multiple things. So really, the face that she has currently, we don't really know if that really is her face. That face could be somewhere else. For all we know, this could be any character in One Piece at all, because she can even be Emu-sama and right now, and just been playing that role into converting people into how she needs to be fit. And all we can know right now, that character, that old lady, could very well be Bon Clay. Because if you really think about it, Bon Clay can make his face and change his face into different characters as long as he touches the person, and that's exactly the power she has. And they said the girl died, but we honestly don't really have, I don't believe we have all the contents of how she died, or did we actually see her go away. I believe Kaido was just like, yeah, I took care of her because she did that to interfere with a fight or something like that. Comment down below if I'm wrong. I've been looking it up, trying to figure out if I could find anything, but we read the chapter. It doesn't show Kaido giving her a club right then and there, so maybe Kaido knows the purpose that she served, and that's why she did certain things into that, and maybe that's why he lied and said she let her go and said he killed her. But I don't know for sure anymore because I cannot find any information, but everybody online is saying that she is gone. But I'm just speculating, since nobody dies in One Piece, that she's still alive, and that is Bon Clay in full. And Bon Clay has been doing a lot of stuff for the Straw Hats to get Joy Boy here. He's just been a vital tool. That'd just be epic. It'd be really epic if Oda did deliver us that with some words in the next couple chapter. Let's really talk about Momonosuke. Gotta give Momonosuke his applause because he definitely deserved it. Finally growing up right before our eyes, making his own clouds. I got a little teardrop now, but no, it's really great to see Momonosuke finally be able to get over that. It's kind of looked like he is kind of pushed aside just a little bit. It was just like a couple panels of Momonosuke doing this, and it looks like it will go unnoticed. But I do also believe that Momonosuke has to serve a purpose, a bigger purpose for all the people of Wano to see what he does and why the Kozuki clan is back. And I believe he's going to show that by one with his dragon powers, maybe, or maybe at Orochi. Sadly say, maybe Orochi really isn't dead, and maybe Orochi will get back into Wano after the whole war is over and saying, "No, I'm still the ruler here of Wano." And then Momonosuke will step up looking just like Oden, since we still haven't seen his true face yet. Momonosuke's true face after being 20 years older and just handling it like a way Oden would, as a true ruler would of Wano. So I believe Momonosuke will still have some more importance into this upcoming chapters after this war is all over and said and done with. But it's still got to give his a round of applause right now for keeping that island afloat. So great job, Momonosuke. Let's talk about one of the CP0 agents that is leaving the Onishigima floating island. He's doing his little air kick out of the sky, and he's going away probably to the marine ships to get word out to the world government that Luffy is Joy Boy, and Luffy is about to have a great bounty after all this is said and done with. That boy is going to be skyrocket bounty all the way up, and it just kind of is scary that CP0 agent did leave, because it might bring some more scary stuff for the Straw Hat crew later on. And they still are outside of Wano. The borders hasn't been open yet, and I wonder what actually will be in waiting for them. I got a couple predictions what will be up and waiting for them. I'm going to talk about that later on. I just had to get to talk about that right now. And speaking of opening the borders, that's something that happened in the flashback as well with Kaido. His flashback when he was talking with King is that saying, "King, you dropped the name Joy." Yamato dropped the name Joy Boy. I want to know if she ever heard it. If it's the same man you waiting for, King, then I think I know how Joy Boy is going to get here. And apparently, he was saying apparently Oden desire is to open the country up for Joy Boy, or welcome Joy Boy into the country. So he's saying that he knows a little bit how to get Joy Boy here, but he's not getting further into that details, and I will talk about after we start talking about Zoro, because we saw Zoro for a little bit, guys. Zoro was unconscious, he was in Frankie's arms, but we got to see Zoro. So this chapter is already a 10 out of 10. Yes, I'm biased, I don't care. But we did get to see Zoro. We get to also see Sanji. We get to see everybody. We even get to see Nico Robin drowning, and it looked like she's gonna be saved, and don't have to worry about her. But we look like we got a flash, a good recap of all the people that survived. All the Straw Hats are good, and everybody's look like they coming into, and it looks like this Onishigima is finally getting stopped. And at the last panel of this page, it looked like Onishigima has landed on the ground, and it looks like it's safely landed, so everybody will be safe and sound. And we continue to fight on with Luffy and Kaido, and Luffy is answering Kaido's question now and saying what kind of world would he create, and he is saying he'll create a world as Luffy does the best, as always. What you expect Luffy to say at this point? Well, a world where all my friends can eat. And that is kind of corresponding from the beginning of this chapter, when Kaido was saying that when he was getting captured all those times, he was going to get captured to get food. So maybe Kaido can relate to that, and that's something that is going to make Kaido start to like Luffy and see Luffy in a different way, because deep down, Kaido wants to be Joy Boy all this entire time, and now he's probably seeing that Luffy is Joy Boy. And since the last panel of the page was when Kaido was telling King that about Joy Boy will come here and he's gonna be the one who can defeat me, and that gave me a certain type of hype to it, because it seems like Kaido's character keeps getting deeper and deeper, is because does Kaido really serves the purpose and know that he serves the purpose? He has to get defeated for Joy Boy to arrive, and does he serve that purpose willingly? Like, he cannot wait for to be defeated, because time and time again, Joy Boy, Kaido, I'm sorry, was always trying to, like I told you in the beginning, he was always trying to commit suicide, or he was trying to kill himself. But now Luffy is there to finish him off and bring him his resolve for that and solve that issue for him, and brought him a great war to his door. And also Joy Boy has arrived. So like Joy Boy is there. Like, he's there now because of all the stuff that Kaido did. So did Kaido knowingly know that he was going to be a really important role for Joy Boy to actually get there? And I did make a prediction back and years ago, not years ago, probably last year, chapter 1016, I believe. It did get taken down from YouTube. And my prediction was that Kaido knows a little bit more about Joy Boy than he lays on to be, because he was like, Luffy, I should have finished you off right then and there, but you gonna have all the people supporting you even more now. So it was just like, how does Kaido know all this information? And I really believed back to that lady, that same lady that gave Kaido the more motivation to become the ruler of Wano, and same one that gave it a more motivation for Orochi to become the ruler of Wano as well, is that she knows a little bit more about Bon Clay. It could be Bon Clay, but I'm gonna stop saying that. But that lady was a moving piece, and to get everything settled, and to probably gave Kaido more information of what his true purpose was in this whole entire thing. After all that, guys, Luffy does give Kaido what looks like to be the final knockout punch. And it kind of was, this is the only part that kind of just rubbed me the wrong way, because the longest I remember is that Oda was trying to say to us, Luffy is not just going to punch Kaido and have Kaido be defeated in that way. It's just so hard to write off Kaido just by a punch, and a lot of readers would have liked that. And that's what he said years ago. And now today we give a chapter with Luffy punching Kaido, and it looks like Kaido's defeated. So I'm gonna wait to the next chapter to give you my to use the white flag to say Kaido is done and defeated. But right now I got a little slight hope that he might get back up. And this goes back to what I said I was gonna talk about again. Is just because I believe when that CB0 agent goes to tell people that Luffy has become Joy Boy and he's this person that we gotta stop now, everybody's gonna come straight towards Luffy and try to give him the Whitebeard treatment when Blackbeard came around and gave a Whitebeard all those shots to, and that's what I believe that's gonna get negated though, because I feel like Kaido has now liked Luffy in a way. He is now going to start to be, I wouldn't say friend Luffy. I feel like Kaido is going to start sacrificing himself now for Luffy. Luffy's going to be able to probably manage to get healthier and have that party on Wano thanks to Kaido, and Kaido's going to take care of everything else. He might just take all the heat for Luffy and just to be there so Joy Boy can officially there. And that's what Kaido wants to be for the longest. He wants to be Joy Boy. So I just feel like Kaido now will probably have a different shed of light coming down on him. Like, I got to help Luffy out on this fight, or maybe I just got to take all the heat myself and I will be able to do that. And I just feel like that's the way this Kaido depth is going now, because it's just a lot of mystery still behind Kaido, even with more context that we did have this chapter. One thing that is kind of like showing signs for Kaido being ultimately defeated is that the Fire Lanterns that we always talked about in all my videos are now finally going off and saying that I want this dragon to be going away. I want, like, and at the same time as Luffy has defeated Kaido. So it just, in a way, it's kind of symbolic, and that Kaido is defeated. And also going back to my other prediction about why I believe Kaido is going to be more of an ally towards Luffy is because the whole story about Taro and Momotaro. Once again, guys, if you don't remember Momotaro, it was this boy that he went to the Demon Island and he captured And at the end of the story, he captured the demon and put him as the chief demon, and he captured him and he had them as a prisoner. And then he befriended all the animals was there. And maybe Kaido will be probably captured, or also at the same time, maybe Orochi is the one that get captured and is prisoner now. Since they did go to Demon Island and Orochi was there, so maybe that is the chief, quote unquote chief, that's going to be there and captured. And also maybe, I mean, it's a real strong stretch, but Otama will get back into play, and Otama might give the Kibidanga to Kaido in some type of way. Kaido will be more hypnotized and maybe actually more of an ally then, and maybe that's the way Kaido will be like, no, I'm serious, I'm trying to be an ally for you guys. Hey, Otama, give me that Kibidanga, I will eat it and show that I am trying to go along with Joy Boy plans. Also, do not forget Momotaro name is real close to Momonosuke, so we cannot just X that out. Momonosuke is kind of real close and very similar. So it probably, what I'm probably telling you probably will hold some weight in the next couple chapter. If we see somebody get captured, or we see Kaido, what's the name? The story goes back to Peach Boy, Momotaro, the story of Momotaro of the Japanese folklore. So I believe that's at the beginning of Wano, the fight, the war. We was talking about this, and now it's probably coming back. And then also they also said Kibidangas in this in the story too. Kibidangas was something they gave to the animals to befriend them. And who had Kibidangas? Otama. So it's all coming back full circle, guys. We cannot forget about our basics, our ground foundation, and it will come back and eventually probably be in play. It was so much fun talking about this, guys. It's really good to get this stuff off my chest. I really love talking about One Piece. And speaking of talking about One Piece, if you like to talk about One Piece with me, you can go down, download Call-In app, and follow me over there at Road Talk, and we will break down and do a live chapter read through, and we will talk about it amongst ourselves. And then after that, I will transition and put the video on YouTube one day. But we need your support. We need all my Nakamas down there and doing that. But it was a joy to do this one more time with you guys. It was a blast. It was a lot of information. I really would like to talk a lot more about the chapter, and I hope I did touch on all the basics things that I found that was very important and what you found very important. But until the next time, guys, if you want another video, you know what you got to do. Comment down below. Comment down. Just simply type it in. Tell me what you want, and I'm going to bring it to you. Promise that. Until next time, guys, all my Nakama, all my friends, peace.